Nabuona
Nyake.
Nyake
Janet.
Ititi Nakusei Janet Pratt. Good morning, good morning. Halito.
Madaweka.
Gwena. Ansti Hunterish. Kunamante. What else?
Native language. Stongo.
Stongo Oskinyecha. Good morning. Coming live from 1950 South Shepherd here in El Reno with my music blasting.
Yeah, it's going. It's making my tinnitus act up. It's vibrate my eardrum. Dropping my chapstick. I'm in shambles.
Well, what'd you do this weekend?
We had a long weekend. I mean, we didn't see each other since Wednesday.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
hell of a weekend.
yeah. Thursday played in the snow, made a snowman. Snowball fight, which was funny because Zayla asked Ari if she wanted to have a snowball fight, and then
Damn.
well, no, it was even better than that. She was like, "Yeah," punches her right in the chest because she thought she meant just fight. But yeah, so they're about it apparently. But yeah, had a good weekend. They went to go dance in Clinton on Saturday. Then yesterday took a nap. So
How was the dance in Clinton?
it was good. It was good. Little Wolf, they that little drum group of those young guys. They were getting it, and so it's pretty good. The outgoing princesses for the tribal youth powwow had a good time. We all had a good time, and then everybody was making fun of me because I was the only guy there. And then had 10 of our Res Covery sisters. And like, dang, it's just the Res Covery sisterhood, and I'm their mascot. That's what it is. But yeah,
Carrying everything.
yeah, yeah. And then the mic at Clinton, so janky, has duct tape all over it, but it wasn't working anywhere else except if I faced away from everybody. So I had to talk facing the wall. But yeah, it was a good time, good dance. And so yeah. What about you? How was Wilma's dance?
It was good, man. Had a pretty good. I mean, it fills up quick at Concho every time. But I just seen a big smile on Wilma's face all night. It was her 75th birthday. She's been working for DOH for 29 years. I mean, I can't even imagine having that kind of passion. But it was good. See, me, Mingo, Natalie, Ace, Kat was there. Cassandra showed up. Then Courtney was there with Mingo. So I mean, we had a nice little crowd. Always get a lot of support. Always get. It was funny though because I'm like still having trouble seeing, right? So like they're having a special, and I'm like always just following the purple shirt in front of me, like, and he just stops and turns around, and I didn't know this little kid came up, like, I didn't even see him, like, and I just like run over Mingo, like, and just push him because I didn't know I thought he was gonna keep going, but it was funny at one point. You know how everyone like goes and puts the dollar down when they're honoring somebody. I couldn't see where that dollar pile of money was, so I just walked by it with my dollar.
Start honoring other people.
Yeah. Just walk by it with my dollar, like, oh, I guess I missed him. Put it back in my pocket. So I mean,
You had your magnifying glass in your fan hand.
no, man.
Walked around like
Like I've only pulled it out a few times. Just real fast. I was trying to hide it.
big old thing.
So I mean, it was an adventure, but it was funny. At one point, Kelly Lone Man grabbed me and like put me like because there was a space next to Ace when they were having Tommy Trout's special, and I'm trying to follow Ace, and like Kelly comes in before, so I walk on the other side of Kelly, and I look over and there's a space, and he just grabs me and puts me in that space, like get over here. But I mean, always a good time, always a good time. So
Sure. Yeah, we had Belinda nervous because we were like, all right, Belinda, you're gonna give the speech, right? And she's like, what do I say? And we're like, you just say you have a drinking problem. And she
Yeah.
was really sweating. Like later on, she was like, "Do I really say that?" We're like, "Yeah, it's step one. It's honesty." And she's like, "Oh, okay." Didn't even give her the mic because I knew she would probably say it too. But yeah, it was a good time though. Good dance. A lot of people. Like I said, we got a lot of new sisters in our group. We got the Post Girls, the ones that were on the podcast.
Oh
with you.
yeah,
And so those are 3 new youth that are part of our group
that's awesome.
to support, recovery and what healing means to their family. Then their mom Melody, so that's 4,
Yeah.
and then Belinda. So we got
That's cool. That's
growing,
cool. You
growing.
know.
And so yeah, it's a fun time. But yeah, Willie, he's like, "What? Did everybody fall off the wagon or what? Why are you the only one here?"
Good morning, Sister Leslie.
Yeah, and we're like,
That's funny. Are you the only one?
yeah, it's like, yeah, New Year's, man. New Year's happens.
Well, yeah, that was cool. You know, we were all sitting there like, who's all over in Clinton? And we started thinking about it. Then we looked at the picture. We were like, why is he turned the wrong way? Like,
Yep, that Mike hates me and my luck with microphones. I remember one time, Billy, it was him and I in Watanga for an event,
morning, Cass.
and the mic would not work if I held it, so he had to hold it, hold it up to me. It's like there's a max height limit for it. And then, but yeah, anytime a microphone's around me, for some reason I have issues. But yeah, facing the wrong way, just talking because otherwise nobody would hear me. Just usual things that happen.
Usual shenanigans.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good weekend, man. I really enjoyed myself. You know, half blind or not, you know. So yeah, it was pretty cool. Also we got a bunch of orders to fill.
Yeah, so if you guys haven't seen our little snag bag flyer, we got near 600 orders that
Yeah.
we're filling. And so it's crazy because like this has been, I mean, we did snag bags last year, but that was like whenever we were first rolling out our mail out
Yeah.
system, and we got 100 orders in about 2 weeks. And so we were like, all right, well, we'll just pre-game snag bags in January, maybe get 150 orders or something. But yeah, I mean, it hasn't even been out a week, and
Yeah.
we have almost 600 orders, and it's insane. The crazy part is so like we do get a lot of repeat orders, right? And so we're now seeing everybody reporting all those overdose reversals from the stuff
Yeah.
we got last year. And I want to say it was like 90 people said that there was either a reversal or they found fentanyl in their substances. And that was just in this short week that
Yeah.
we're getting all this feedback and seeing like how many lives that we could have lost to fentanyl or any kind of opioid. And so it's the problem's out there, but hopefully we can use this to kind of show that what we're doing is working and we're saving.
Definitely.
I think that brings our total up to over 300 people last year.
Wow.
That we could have lost, but we didn't. We got we were able to reach them. We were able to give them the life-saving supplies and everything.
Definitely.
And so it's a crazy thing. And so we'll have I think we're working on a heat map just to show where we've affected. And
Morning, Julia.
we'll do a little post like that just so that way people can see our impact, and then go from there. But yeah, snag bags have been a huge hit, and to where it's exhausting.
I mean, yeah, you see them all over, like
Mhm.
Oregon, New York. I mean, Kentucky,
Canada, yeah.
Indiana, Georgia. I mean, Michigan. Like people like I seen one up in Maine.
Mhm.
Like even see one that said T-Rex. It's a cat. I mean, but whatever T-Rex. Long as you can use that supplies to save a life. I mean, that's all that matters to me. And like I was saying this weekend, I was giving our numbers when I got up there to do the little speech. And, I remember saying, we've saved over 200 lives. But to think, that total has went up in a week.
Mhm.
I mean, that's amazing, But like I said, this weekend, that does mean a lot to me, to know that we've had that effect on our community. But it's always the ones that we weren't able to save that stick with me.
Absolutely. Like I think that's what pushes us the most is
Yeah.
we see, you know, a burial announcement of somebody, you know, that's like 20 something
Yeah.
years old, and we already can get that feeling of like we couldn't reach that person, and so that I think that's what pushes us even more, um to be better, to reach as many people as we can. That's why, I mean, we got Narcan in every IHS facility that's here. We're working on every casino that's in our area, mail out systems, community halls, anything you can think of.
Yeah.
We're
Any
trying.
way that you can.
Yeah.
Like we got them at food distribution. Like I
Sheriff's
mean,
office, even.
sheriff
Yeah.
offices. You know. I mean, and it still doesn't seem like it's enough.
Mhm.
You know, we're still, definitely got a fight ahead of us. But that's what I love about what we do is because we're willing to do what it takes. It, it's definitely become a task that as tall as that order is, like it still doesn't seem like it's enough.
Mhm.
So I'm just glad that the creator has allowed all of this positive stuff to happen, and to reach these people wherever they, like we're not discriminating against anybody. If you need this supplies, I mean, we will happily send it to you.
Absolutely.
So I mean, yeah, it is. We have like such an enormous response, and I think that's great. I think that's great. I love seeing that just that response. I mean, just that by itself is like it's amazing. It's amazing. So I'm just curious to see how we're going to start this assembly line.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
if you guys need community service hours,
yeah,
feel free to stop by our office because yeah, we got tons. Yeah, we had like over, I think it was Thursday or Friday, whenever I saw we hit, 300 orders. I was like, okay, we need like more supplies. So Robbie from Southern Plains, like she just got in
shout out to Robbie.
a bunch of HIV kits, and so she's like, yeah, we got you. And then she's like, let me check with like our program manager to make sure like we can like fulfill all of these. And then they gave the green light. We're scrambling to get all sorts of stuff, Plan Bs, because we're going through Plan Bs left and right. Condoms, we got like 30,000 condoms down there now. And so I'm still sweating from loading all this stuff into the building, but it's a good time, and it's all for Dear Woman's Order. That's all it is. It's all for Melissa Pedro.
Daryl. Good morning, brother
Yeah,
Toby.
so make sure to bring a U-Haul, and you can pick up your stuff.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, Kickadoos, Mary Faye,
kick a deuce. I knew we were forgetting
Yeah.
one.
and she's part of the new Pawnee tour now.
That's amazing.
It's pretty cool. Now we get to collab even more.
Yes.
So,
Mary Faye's doing great things for her community. Real proud of you, sis. Keep doing it. Keep doing it.
yeah.
So who else? Anybody else say?
Boy.
Oh, hey. I got a funny story about Oi. He was getting it, and his gourd came apart. I guess the rattle part or the gourd part like almost hit Natalie, and then the tassel at the end was in my box, but they found it all. So I just let you know, brother, be jamming.
Getting it.
But he was laughing at me too because I was blind as hell. He was like, "Can you see over here?" Like, I almost kept walking to the wrong chair.
Just sitting on somebody's.
But yeah, and he won the TV again. But he always wins at all the powwows. Like that's pretty cool, man. You gotta start sitting by him.
Really won every time. Like yeah. So they had a bunch of like handmade items and everything at the dance. So I was putting like $3 every raffle. Didn't win a single thing.
I know.
And then yeah, my mom won a cake, and so she gave it to Zayla because Zayla's always all about the cakewalk. And so yeah, yeah, you need to have to hold his belly, hold his pocket. Now you can walk around.
Anybody else say good morning?
Mrs. Bowtone said Southern Plains had other programs volunteer to transport. Yeah, we had 3 cars show up this morning, with just filled with stuff. Then you
Yeah, shout out to Robbie.
Ella May Black Owl says good morning. My mom says good
Good
morning.
morning, LMA. Good morning, Leanne.
And then Sharon Beard says good morning.
Good morning, Sharon Beard,
Tobias.
Kickadoos, Tobias, Toby.
Cheyenne. And then
Morning, Cheyenne.
I think that's it. Yep.
Well,
Alright.
people wouldn't to everybody.
I didn't even put the little banner on the bottom. I'm slacking. I only slept 2 hours though.
Well, should we go ahead and jump into this reading?
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Let me find it. It's been
I
forever.
keep messing with my mic.
I know mine. I feel like it's tilting funny. As long as we're not breathing in it like Cheech and Chong. All right. Janice Meek says good morning. Tommy says good morning. Frida says good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
All right. So
Good morning, Sister Frida.
here we go. What's today? 13th?
Yes.
All right, January 13th. When you remove love and try to replace it with monetary things, you've got nothing. Get him to understand that he has to love himself before he can love anything else. John Peters, Slow Turtle. It is said, love thy neighbor as thyself. That's the trouble most of us do. Great Spirit, you are love, you are spirit. Spirit and love are interconnected. I am spiritual. Let me realize what I am really made of.
That's a good one. That is a good one. Gives me something to think about. Appreciate you reading that, Mr. Chibata. What came to mind was
Sorry. Good morning to our princess. She should be
Morning.
in class right now.
Morning,
but,
Carla.
you know,
better not be skipping.
I know.
Yeah.
She got her permit though. She
Oh, she's
and
whipping.
she might work at
Whipping it.
Whataburger, which is exciting. They get
We're
pork
stopping by.
lamb,
Yeah.
chops.
But
Sorry for interrupting. My bad.
go ahead.
You want some chapstick?
No, I'm good. What came to mind was I remember a time in my life where I measured my success by all the material things I had in my life. I remember having 2 cars, my house. I had a 2-story house, 2 cars, had my kids. I mean, I measured my success by all the material things in my life, but I was not happy at all. I was happy with the situation, but I didn't know how to enjoy a lot of the things, a lot of the blessings that were happening in my life, because to me, it wasn't about being happy. It was about being successful in that part of my life. And what I found was I got into my addiction a little bit deeper. I didn't understand at the time, but I even quit my job. Quit my job so I could sell drugs full time. That's how smart I was.
Good benefits. Good benefits.
Yeah, the best. you know, but man, you want to talk about a lonely world? I was surrounded by my kids. My companion. I had a lot of support from my family. Everybody just thought I was doing the right thing because I was able to take care of my kids. But it wouldn't last long. I ended up losing both cars. Uh, I ended up losing the house. My kids, I had to send them back to their moms, well, their grandmas, and I felt like a complete failure. You and I got into addiction a little bit deeper. And this was like a deadly cycle. Mad and upset because I felt like a failure, because I didn't have none of these material things to show anybody, to prove to anybody that I was having some kind of success in my life. And this type of behavior carried on for, man, so many, about 8 more years, of having a substance use disorder. Every time something wouldn't go right and things would fall apart, I'd get a little bit deeper into my addiction. Well, it wasn't until I finally gave up. I finally gave in, and I was willing to go get the help that I needed, and I was finally able to admit, like, I have a huge, huge addiction problem, and I didn't know how to handle it. Um, that's when that saying, the defeated don't get to negotiate the terms of
Surrender.
surrender. You know, I didn't know what that meant because I always wanted my pride and ego in the way. I always wanted things to go, I never wanted to take an L. I always wanted things to work out for me because I just knew how to be selfish all the time. Uh, so whenever I came in, I went to detox, I went to treatment. I learned a little bit more about my sickness. And what I found was that I was the problem. I know I had a drug and alcohol problem, but I also, more than anything in the world, I had a berry problem. So, so what I did was, I had to leave my pride and ego right there. I knew for me to get any better, I had to leave of who I thought I was at the door. I couldn't take that person with me. It's like I had to break myself completely down so I could build myself back up again. I had to get a sturdy, sturdy foundation. And along my journey, somewhere along the way, I learned that happiness comes from within. That's the first place you have to find it. You can buy nice clothes, you can have nice shoes, you can have a nice car, you can have a nice house. But, I wasn't able to enjoy any of those things because I wasn't happy with myself at all. So, today I get to be grateful for everything that the creator has allowed in my life. I get I've learned to be thankful for everything that uh for every lesson that I had to learn. And I've learned to be appreciative of uh of overcoming my situation, and understanding that I have no business trying to drive the ship. Like, I had to give up, I had to let go of the reins and allow the creator to take control. And that's when I made the positive step in the right direction. Because that was my thing, was I thought I had to control everything. An alcoholic's first dilemma is his lack of power. Because if I'm always in control, I'm probably still going to be using. I'm probably still going to be drinking and using every day if I have the power. Because, that's what I was doing when it was my choice. Life was too much. So I remember not too long ago, I remember saying something about that's that colonized mindset. It's thinking that, I need a nice car. I I even need a license. I mean, I need a license. I need a car. Those are the types of things I need to experience to be happy. But I mean, you cut yourself short. You cut yourself real short if you're not able to find that happiness within. You might as well just, I mean, just roll it up. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna learn a hard lesson in life if you think that these material things is where you're gonna find happiness. Because I was the type of person that I'm a codependent. I am a true codependent. If I wasn't finding it in drugs and alcohol, I was looking for my happiness in other people. So being able to sit here today and understand that, man, the greatest gift that the Creator ever gave me was life. And then to make me Cheyenne on top of that. I mean, I'm set, bro. You know what I mean? Like I don't need nothing else. You know what I mean? Like I am set. I mean, he let me wake up today. I was on the wake up list, and I'm Cheyenne, bro. I mean, that enough said right there. You know, but
Still hanging on to hope that,
yeah,
that it'll get better.
no, no. You know, I would have to say, you know, that those are like two things that I'm grateful for every day. You know, because without those things, I mean, of course, being on the wake up list, I mean, I would never have this opportunity, you know. Uh, I just like the fact that yesterday I got to message my daughter and, you know, ask her, you know, like, what are we gonna do for my granddaughter's birthday? She's about to turn 2 at the end of this month. So I mean, just she sent me a couple pictures of what she was doing. You know, she's got 30 million. She's got 30 babies.
Yeah.
I mean, every time we turn around, she has a new baby. And then when she comes over, we buy her a new baby. But I mean, it's like, man, like to think of that, you know, I get to be a part of Alani and Nova's life. I mean, that alone by itself, man, it that means the world to me. You know, that means the world to me. So I can't imagine, you know, what it would be like if I wasn't in my right mind. You know, so I have a lot to be grateful, thankful, and appreciative today. And one of the things that I found is that happiness has got to come from within. You know, if you're, you know, and I really had to think about this because my addictive mind still thinks I can find it in people, still thinks I can find it in different things that I feel like I should have because I got sober. But you know, if I learned anything is that the creator is going to allow it when it's time. And for that, you know, I'll be grateful. I'll be thankful and appreciative until, you know, until my Bentley's sitting in the driveway of my mansion.
With your
Nah.
driver's license.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
my driver's license. Mado.
Surprised you didn't say you were thankful you were Seminole. All right.
Morning, Mary.
All right. Here, let me roll up for you. All right. So, yeah. So our
Rugged Auntie Corinne.
Cassie,
Stone Cold David.
Carrie,
Carrie.
Mary Bieber,
Aunt Jessie.
my cousin Quentin.
Oh, good morning, Quinn. Nephew.
All right. All right.
Well, give me your take.
My take. I think this is one that we could all learn as a you know, as multiple generations coming into this together. Because I want to say, whenever I was taught young, it was all about finding, you know, going to school, get a good career that makes good money and stuff. And a lot of the people in my same generation, they were taught the same way: is get a good job.
Good morning, G.
That way you're stable and all that stuff. But they forgot the critical piece of figure out what makes you happy. And that's one thing that I think a lot of people have like lost track of is happiness should come first. The money will follow. Everything else will fall into place once you're truly happy. And so I feel like a lot of our younger generations are going to go through that same growing pain. Is they want to go with this new mindset of, all right, money will buy
Cure
happiness.
all.
Yeah, it'll solve everything. But if you're happy, I mean, you don't even have to work sometimes and be happy. I know, you know, we've seen, you know, homeless people, and they're just beat bopping around having a good time. They're happy with their lives, with themselves. They're happy with their experiences. And then you see, you know, some people that have high paying jobs, and then they
have it all.
Yeah, and they're still
Miserable.
a void. Yeah, there's a void within them. And so it's all about, you know, finding what makes you happy, because it'll be different for everybody.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of build up. So it's a lot of little things that you do in your life will form into, you know, who your character is, who you are at, you know, the spirit level, at the soul level. And that's what brings you inner peace, is finding yourself, being true to yourself, and respecting yourself.
Thank
Because
you, Sister Holly.
some people just, they know who they are, but they're ashamed of who they are, and that will cause a lot of pain. So if you're happy with yourself, um, talk positive to yourself, and everything, you'll be just fine. And then the good things will come. I mean, like a family will come in, and then you'll have a great bond with the family. Because I know that's, you know, one thing that you can't even put a price on, is the bond with your parents, your kids, your siblings, your cousins, everybody. And that'll, you know, make a longer impact than, you know, a decent paying job on your life.
Definitely.
And as Belinda would say, you can't fill anybody else's in your sippy cup.
I am Survivor.
I am Survivor. And so uh yeah, like once you're solid and healing in your own ways, you will attract more people to that. And so that way we can, you know, heal together, be happy together, because there is a difference between individual happiness and then community happiness.
Community happiness.
And I think
Yes.
that's one thing that we're trying to encourage, is people to come together, you know, in a good way, so that way everybody is, you know, thriving and having a
Positive.
great time.
Yes.
Because, you know, not every day you're going to be happy, but if you're happy at the root, you just know that it's okay to be unhappy. It's okay to have these struggles, because it'll sort itself out eventually. um yeah, that's my little takeaway.
That's good. Good deal. Good deal. You know, as you were talking, you know, I thought about, um, you know, what it is for a person to feel rich. You know, I got my family.
Mhm.
You know, I got my granddaughters. I have my mom. You know, my health is better than what it is. You know, I get another opportunity today to do something positive. So, you know, that happiness that money can't buy. You know, I'm I feel like I'm rich.
Mhm.
I feel like I'm really truly rich, you know, being able to handle life as life happens. You know, so I mean, you made some very good points. And what did my sister Holly say?
The big comment,
Yeah.
or Carnegie, Oklahoma? You want that one?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
It just says Carnegie,
No, 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 no.
Oklahoma. It says,
The
"I love
doll.
hearing you talk. Everything you said is true. Wish some people would listen to you." Must be the Choctaw in him. You know who I'm talking about. Will never change. About to be 45. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Sister Holly. Appreciate that.
Yep. Now, if happiness can buy my wife a new car, I'll be set. She called me. She called me earlier. She's all out of
Your
breath.
daily,
Yeah.
your daily call.
Yeah. She's pushing the car. She said she put it in drive. It stopped moving. It's like, well, all right, here we go. And she doesn't want to drive my Malibu, my race
Huh.
car.
Hmm. Walk then.
I know. We got a scooter. We got that little go kart, that little hoverboard. Just gonna be cruising around. Ari's gonna be on a sled in the back.
Well, good luck. That's what I heard you say.
Yeah, just
Well,
yeah.
good luck, Jericho.
Everybody can just hear my calls with my wife. It's just always something. But
Like, does it have gas in it?
yeah, well, I asked this one. Did you put it in drive? She's like, yes, dear. Oh, okay.
Well, should we jump off into these
Announcements.
announcements?
All right. So we were talking about it earlier. Our snag bags are here until I mean, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, till the next theme comes
Yeah, until the
along.
next theme. But probably at least until the first week of February, we'll be shipping out these snag bags. Please be patient if you have an order. Like I
Yeah,
said, we
we're
have
stacked.
over 500 orders, almost 600 now. We shipped out about 100 on Wednesday, and then we are scrambling for supplies. So, so
Yeah, be
we're-
patient.
yeah, so we're trying our best to get all these orders out. It is a huge impact on the community, so it is incredible to see the amount of people that are being proactive with these things. And so, you know, our main goal is you know, keeping people safe, and we know that can be in any form or anything like that. And so there's life-saving supplies in there. So Narcan and fentanyl test kits are biggest ones. But then you also have your sexual health supplies, so your HIV test kits, your condoms, your Plan Bs, dental dams, and all this is just to keep everybody as safe as they can be, educate people at the same time, and have a cool little theme with this. And so yeah, and so if you want to order one, there's a post on our Facebook page, or you can screenshot this and then click the QR code. I found out you can do that. And
you can click the QR code?
Yeah, I screenshot it on my phone.
Wow.
And then it took me to the link. I was like, what?
Yeah, screenshot it and click on.
Yeah. My phone's old, so hopefully everybody can do it. All right. And Talkspace, this is our telehealth counseling service for anybody 13 and up. You get to message your counselor 24/7, and then you get 2 video sessions with them a month. And this is pretty much our way of trying to reach as many people as we can with a mental health service. You do get licensed counselors. This is also compliant for court requirements. And so to sign up, you can scan the QR code, or you can go to www.talkspace.com/CHATOR. And then whenever it asks you for your organization or an EAP code, you will put restore. And that's what gets you this service for free. And then to stay up to date with our program activities, outreaches, talking circles, Gourd Clan activities, text TOR to 888-580-4TOR.
Shout out to Brand Logics.
And just stay in the loop. We advertise, our talking circles, our meetings, any events. So, if you miss a Facebook post, you might be able to catch the text message that'll go out. That way you can see what's going on in your area. Variety groups.
All right, here at 1950 South Shepherd here in El Reno, we have we call it Mending Mondays, but it's a Mending Broken Heart talking circle with White Bison. Our very own David Levi, he leads us. He facilitates the meeting. I didn't realize how much dealing with grief was a part of my addiction. So I mean, you don't have to have an addiction to come to that talking circle. It's about grief. So I mean, I know so many people that could benefit from this. So here at 1950 South Shepherd on Monday nights at 7:00, we have a talking circle for grief. So park in the back, come through the back door, and it starts at 7. And then on Tuesday nights at 721 Frisco Ave in Clinton, Oklahoma, at the public library, there is a talking circle with with Mackenzie Wache. Shout out to Mackenzie. We usually sweat on Wednesday nights, and then Thursday nights here at 1950 South Shepherd here in El Reno at 7:00. We open the doors about 6:30. Park in the back. We have a talking circle weekly, and then while that's happening, we give the teenagers. We're calling it Empowering Our Youth with Tatum Escott. They have their own space for the kids to have their own talking circle, which we think is very important because being the kids of addicts, we think that's amazing to allow them their own space and their own time to talk about the issues that may be bothering them, or talk about some things that ain't that isn't easy to talk about for kids. So maybe just learning how to communicate is real important.
Yeah, coping skills.
I mean,
anything. Yeah, and they'll do different activities.
Yeah, I think they try and paint, and they just she just tries to keep them engaged. So that's the same time we're having our talking circle. We allow them their own space in another room. So I think that's amazing. And then at 810 East Cedar Avenue in Weatherford, Oklahoma, at 7:00 on Thursday nights, they have another talking circle at the Oxford House with Mackenzie Wache doing great things out there. And then on Friday nights here at 1950 South Shepherd, there's a 12-step meeting that gets a little bit more in depth into the Well Variety book where you put pen to paper. So, once again, if you text the 888-4-TOR to 888-580 4-TOR, that's keeps you in the loop with our meetings. So,
And then January 21st, at the same time that Pathways is doing their Elders Traditional Night in Sealing, we will be doing a hand drum making class. We're going to bring 20 hand drum kits to the ERC. It'll be just the first 20 attendees that are there will get it, because we've had a lot of people, try to sign up and they don't show up. So we
yeah,
have to turn people away, even though, we
the
have enough.
supplies is there.
Yeah. So we're just doing, first come, first serve. And then after those 20, we still want to, have some type of activity. So I think we're going to do straight dance bells. And, so that way everybody, at least gets to walk away with something. We're also trying to be educated on how to make hand drumsticks. I mean, we'll see how that goes.
Drumsticks.
My hands are terrible. So, like little sewing is a pain for me. But,
I know, right?
so
I always push too hard and put the needle through my
through your
through my yeah.
Mine, I just can't hold stuff. Even if I'm drawing or writing, I'm done for. Done for after the second sentence. I'm like, my hand's broken. But so come out, learn how to make a hand drum with us. Pathways will be serving a meal, and there'll be other events and activities going on at that same thing. And this is pretty much our start of our hand drum making tour. We're going to try to go into the smaller communities. Bring 20 drums each community, and then kind of go all the way around and then come back to El Reno, and whatever we have left over we'll probably do another class, and then we'll work on getting more, because we do know this is like a big thing. Like not many people get offered to
make a hand drum.
and
Yeah.
then keep it. Some people will make it like a sweatshop. Well, they'll teach a class but keep the drum.
Yeah.
But
don't see them in no pawn shops either.
yeah, I know. I'm gonna put everybody's name on it so we know.
Yeah. You never know who that could benefit.
Yep.
Hold
on, let me see. I got old man hands. Yeah, I do. To get a snag bag, you can go to our Facebook page and see the snag bag flyer. There's a link on there, and then you can go through and order your snag bag. And then let me read this. All right, from Shanna.
Miss
Good
Shannon.
morning. It's me, Legend. I know today's meditation all well. I did remove my love and addiction.
Well, thank you for sharing that, Shannon.
Thank you. Yep.
Appreciate
yourself. Love yourself. And
How
then
you say that next name?
Tally, maybe. I don't know. If you can spell it phonetically, is that what I'm thinking? No, I don't know.
I only know Ebonics.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we're saying it right. But yes, click the link on our Facebook page. And then our next event, our next big event for All Nations Recovery is our first birthday. So we will have this
Morning, Ruth.
dance Tale. There we go.
Okay, I was close. Close.
And then, so come out and celebrate with us. It's been 1 year since our debut.
Yes.
We debuted in Concho when Barry was head man in January of last year.
January 12th, I believe.
And so, we're ever since we did our debut, it's been nothing but good things coming out of this. And so we want to celebrate with everybody with the gourd dance. This will be at the Respect Gym in Concho. We're going to have a men's chicken dance contest, a team dance contest, and then Southern Plains is sponsoring a Southern cloth contest for all ages. And so, we hope to see you guys out there. We're going to have a lot of raffles, a lot of activities, booths, and, just come out, celebrate recovery. Hopefully somebody has a year there, because I think we're trying to plan something for somebody that has, a year birthday at the same time as ours. Yeah. But yeah, we hope to see everybody out there and gourd dance with us. We bring extra gourds,
extra shawls.
Yeah, anything. So, because we want to bring as many people into that arena as possible.
Yeah.
And and Carly got to bring in two people into the arena over the weekend, so that was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and so
she's a great representative of the gourd clan. Yeah.
But so everybody come out, have some fun with us. we hope to see you there.
Definitely.
What else do we got?
Oh yeah, we already covered that.
Yeah. On February 6th, at our building here at 1950 South Shepherd, we're gonna have a teen dating violence awareness event, and this will be with the Victim Services Program. Uh, they asked us to kind of help out with an event, and we know, substance use does play a part in
Hand in hand.
a lot of violence, and so we're going to try to have some education. And Tatum, I think, is going to be sharing her experiences, and then also do like a painting activity. I'm working on hopefully getting some type of self-defense, like quick rundown thing, so that way we can have like a little workshop there. We'll see if that comes through or not, but worst case we'll just be like, just go for the eyes. And then
Or I.
yeah. Yeah, only use one finger for Barry. But yeah, so we hope to see everybody there. I know a lot of parents are going to bring their teenagers out, and then we're going to be live streaming some of the educational portion, so that way everybody can get some.
That's a real thing. I mean, just from my own experience, I remember dating a girl here in El Reno, and she bit my nose. Swear, she bit my nose, and it like made my eyes black.
Yeah.
Then we ended up having 4 kids together, so
Yeah, mine. No, whenever I was a teen, it was just a lot of verbal abuse.
Yeah.
Then she tried to carve her name in my arm with a pencil in class, but that's kind of weird. But she was Latina, so it was kind of expected.
Now Jericho owns your freedom paper.
Yeah. We only have markers in the house. They don't hurt.
Well,
all right. And then our last announcement is we have a fundraiser going on for All Nations Recovery Gourd Clan. So all these proceeds go to pretty much meals for speaker nights or benefit dances, anything like that, to help give back to the community. So our shirts are available. They're $25 each. I think the orders are available until February 10th ish. If you want to save money on shipping, what you do is you order and you have it shipped to All Nations Recovery, because shipping is like $9.
Yeah,
really
we'll get
expensive,
it to you.
but we'll get it to you if you ship it to us, and we can see everybody's order, and so we will get it to you guys. But yeah, so if you like the shirt, it says Keen, sober, and deadly. So hopefully all the aunties get them for the uncles, or all the uncles get them for the aunties, whichever one. But yeah, I think that's all we got so far.
Well, I wanted to give a shout out to the little sis Blakely. Hope she's having a good day today, Toya. Send my love. Tell her, I've been praying for her, thinking about her, and I just wish the best for her. So that's about it, huh?
Yep. We'll probably see you guys. Oh, this afternoon it's Mental Health Monday. So we gotta check in with everybody.
Oh yeah.
Because quitting day's tomorrow, so we gotta make sure everybody's doing good.
That's a good topic. Mm-hmm. That's a good topic.
Yep. But yeah, so we'll see who wants to come up. Last time we asked, it was Belinda and Natalie.
Yeah.
So we'll see if anybody else wants to come up, share whatever they want.
Yeah, we'll see what we got going on in the office.
Belinda just has her
Maybe
wise words.
Is the birthday girl here?
Who?
Is it today?
Who?
Connie.
Oh no, she's at like Mount Scott or something for her birthday.
Oh hell! Go on then, shit.
She doesn't even watch it.
Celebrate with you anyways.
But we'll find somebody. But like I said, Belinda last week, with her can't fill up a cup with holes in yours or something like that. Yeah. So we'll get some good quotes out of that.
She is a survivor.
Yep. And so so tune in later this afternoon.
We will be doing another podcast this afternoon.
All right.
Well, thank you again. Like, share, follow. Tell your mammy about us. And we will see you this afternoon. I hope.